Okay, let's give me a second. I'm okay. One share up. Let's share with the other groups, and then we should be able to begin shortly. So give me a quick sec, and we should be up. So share to a group, share to a group, and share to one more group. Having to do all this manually, not the best thing in the world, but that's just the reality of what we have to do. And there we go. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we are diving into Dominaria United for the first time. We are going to do our traditional sealed pool, and well, this is not traditional, this is some best of one, but actually it's nice that they're already that they are telling us some of the interesting clues here. So let's do a quick look here. White blue Flyers tempo. Note that at least on the white side, most of the Flyers are 3 mana, 4 mana, but they are relatively beefy enough. The cheaper Flyers are in blue. They do have a few big Flyers as well, so this kind of works out. Also note that there is an instant and sorcery team as well. It actually kind of carries over to blue black and blue red, but blue white also has it. So blue black control development, so removal, card draws, and we're looking in a few big finishers. Makes sense. Black red, reckless aggro. Basically, this is starting to look like This is starting to look like a very traditional set. The exception are the ones where domain is in play. So let's take note of those. That's red green domain mid range Stompy, green white domain tokens. And there's also green blue, which is ramp with some domain as well. So that's something to keep in mind. Those are the main domain colors. What the hey? White black. It says creature sacrifice. Essentially, it's death matters. I did say blue red is also the other instant and sorcery color. There is a green black domain mid range. Not exactly feeling this, but there is the main spread here as well. Red white is the traditional aggro color. So we are going to dive into the set. We're going to see what we open. Please don't be all dual lands. I do need them eventually. It's a nice payoff, but I also want to win some games too. And let's see what we get. Okay, maybe I can't complain. Okay, so we got the Timeless Lotus and Joda, the Unifier. So we can kind of go into legendaries, though blue looks like the solid one right now. We can go into... We have Haughty Jin, Defiler of Dreams, pretty solid blue. Danita looks quite good as well. We might want some equip. There isn't that much in the way of equipment. There are some decent auras, I guess. Elder Dragon Ward. This one gives us a board wipe, though it's not. We might just run it as a 4/4/4/4, which is quite solid. We'll see what all the colors have. We might be able to run into domain. We want to try to at least go for blue. Actually, first thing to check are our lands. So we have the Contaminated Aquifer, Geothermal Bog, Molten Tributary. So if we're gonna go blue, we can go white, blue, black, or white, blue, red. White, blue, black, red. We have some options. White, blue, black is the easiest one between these three. We're not necessarily into domain, but at least we have that option. We don't have the other lands, something to keep in mind. So let's start with white. We do have Wrath, so... Okay, we do have Wrath, so we're looking for cheap instants and sorceries. They're generally in the blue side. We also have Note Keldon Strike Team. We can't... This is the go wide... this is the go wide card. So not quite bad. So it looks like there is some white red. If we do white red, we're probably gonna do white black red. Resolute reinforcements. We can definitely go white here. As far as flyers are concerned, we have 2. Not that many, but we can easily go white here. Penniless Sleeper, Splash Black. Yeah, that works. So let's take a look at our blue. So we do have... Okay, we have 1 flyer. So looking for cheap instants and sorceries. 1, 2, 3. The counterspell doesn't really count, so I definitely want to play blue, but I could splash white. We could just do white, blue, red. The blue red is actually looking quite promising, so that will depend on the amount of removal. Also note we also have a Tatiova, so let's take a look at our red. We have 1 lightning strike. We have some Furious Bellows, so that's also a key card. We probably can go white, blue, red. Splash a little black for some of the cards. So, but as far as our red removal is concerned, not that many. We have Lightning Strike, Jaya's Firenado. That's about it. Let's take a look at some of the other colors, maybe. Okay, black, Bone Splinters, Extinguish the Light, so that's 2 pieces of removal. Otherwise, nothing else quite interesting. This 5 mana, draw 2 cards, opponent discards a card, kind of meh. Bortuck, Bone Rattle. Let's take a look at green before we close it out. We have a Bite Down and a Tail Swipe. So we have removal spread around. We have some of the big creatures. If I'm not going to muck around, I might just go green-blue. We'll start with blue-red first. Let's see what we actually have. So we have Defiler of Dreams. So we want as many blue permanents because that's a lot of card draw. So Talus Lookout, that's flying. We can actually do flyers, I guess. Haunting Figment, Battlewing Mystic. So Najal. So blue-red looking quite decent. We get some quick spells. Founding the Third Path is playable here, but it's not very great. I might actually consider that later. So so if we went blue-red, that's definitely the Lightning Strike, definitely the Firenado, definitely the Elder Dragon War. So we put a Molten Tributary in. Trill of Possibility is also a thing. So actually now our instant and sorcery comp, we have about 5. We are adding more as we go along. I guess we do add Wrath. But first let's add some more creatures. Like Outrider looks good. We actually have multiple Outriders, but I don't want to run too many 5s. I would rather run more Keldon Strike teams here. Sprouting 2/2 We probably are never gonna kick this. That's fine. This one is less fine. You really need to kick this to make it work. But let's take a look at our white. Let's try not to run too much white here in this case. Hey, Santi Rodriguez. Thank you for liking the stream. Oh, Jericho Ilagan also thank you for thanks for the greeting. Yes, it has been quite a while. How have things been for you? Kamusta na, in other words. So yeah, if we most of our splash stuff is gonna be, yeah, so I want to limit my splash as much as possible, though Danita is fine. Do we have an enchant? Do we have an aura? Not really. Oh wait, do we have equipment? No, we don't have equipment either. We do have Joda's Codex, so It costs 1 less to activate for each basic land. I guess 2 mana draw a card is quite good. Where we are right now, I could easily splash a third one. Meteorite's probably less appealing. I guess we run the Codex, though we need to be very careful with our 5s. We have way too many. That's why I probably don't want to add another Outrider for the most part. It is very tempting to splash, add the black splash. Like, what are the cards that we can kick for black? Unfortunately, it's just one. Warlord's Warhost Frenzy, not exactly the most. I would rather just have a Coalition Warbrute and maybe the Flowstone Kavu. Just also just Molten Monstrosity is not bad either. So we're pretty much dead, even split. Not exactly what I'm looking for. Not the worst. Actually, Heroic Charge, 2+1 gain trample. I do like that. I could easily just cut Wrath and Danita just to stick to... Though I probably will end up cutting Codex if that's the case. I could just run these at... Hold on, we have a blue-black land as well. Super sketchy. Let's not run these. But I definitely still want to keep Danita Benalia's Hope. First Strike Vigilance Lifelink is quite annoying enough. It will definitely merit removal. Defiler of Dreams also quite good. We probably want to cut some... Unfortunately, we don't have that many blue cards. I guess Founding the Third Path is a permanent. So I could probably cut one of the more expensive red cards. Because let's see. Our biggest power is pretty much 4. We have a 5 here, but let's assume it's a 4. So that means it's a 4-mana 5/5. I guess that's worth it. 5-mana 5/5 semi-fine, but yeah, I guess we cut this one. We keep some of this cheaper stuff. Still not too convinced about Ral. But this does keep drawing cards. I definitely need the white for the Keldon Strike team. That splash is quite important there. Furious Bellow is probably a thing, but also we have 16 and 7. I guess this is fine. Probably want to cut one planes in for... Probably want to... Oh wait, no, we only have this. Yeah, we'll keep this. We'll keep the second planes. We'll just have to mulligan really aggressively. So, try mono black aggro, trying to farm for gold in the meantime. Well, actually, that's a pretty nice one. Nice run with the double Defiler. Actually, it looks like even the black Defiler, everyone's saying it's the weakest one, but hey, in limited, it's still quite solid. You can actually win games from nowhere with just with the menace. As far as mono black aggro, actually between mono black aggro, mono black mid range, looks like mono black is the deck to beat right now. I've heard stories of people saying, "Oh, if I see another Liliana of the Veil, I'm going to just scoop." Well, with that kind of attitude, you're just encouraging mono black even more. We're gonna see a lot of mono black these days. If you really don't want to see that much, maybe let's go play Pioneer instead, but you'll just have to enjoy the turn 1 Thoughtseize. We don't have enough legendaries to merit Joda, if I'm not mistaken. Like, we only have Wrath and Danita, Najal, that's 3. I guess if I cast Najal, I won't be able to get Danita. It's a way to get Wrath, and that's about it. So this one's not so worth it. This is really constructed. Timeless Lotus, probably for the same reason, not gonna stretch it. We're gonna try the deck out as is. I probably want to lean more towards red over time. We'll see which cards we end up cutting. I guess Impulse is probably worth a cut. So at the very least, we are missing another creature. We can kind of buy time. We're also missing another red source for Elder Dragon. Yeah, I might end up adjusting this to... I might end up adjusting this. So right now, we have a 1-3 that's not very impressive. This guy's probably gonna die. There's so many ways this card can die. I'm not expecting cut down. Okay, no cut down quite yet. We did get our... We did get our second red source, so depending what our opponent drops, we either go for Chapter 1 or Chapter 3. Do I want to do Chapter 2? Probably not, especially because... Okay, that's fine. So... I'll be annoyed if our opponent has the other kill spell. At least this dodges cut down. Argive and Cavalier. Okay. I could just play Najal. I kind of want to play Najal, actually. I also noticed our opponent missed our land drop. So we might lose Najal, which would be sad. I would have loved to get... I would have loved to double tap this. There is a world where our opponent snipes the flyer instead of Najal because they have infinite blockers. That makes sense. We would then be able to drop the Molten Monstrosity. Nope. Opponent doesn't bite, so we're casting this the expensive way. That's fine. And we do get to cast it anyway, so... I do want to scry one. Shore Up is very good here. So opponent... Also note that Artillery Blast 1 plus the number of basic land types. So on a basic 2 color deck, it's... Ooh, opponent does have the Extinguish the Lights. So we are... So we're definitely saving that Shore Up. This does have Trample, so our opponent could save 1 damage. That's about it. Yeah, they're not gonna try to save it. We could make this into a 4-1 menace, depending on the situation. Opponent is hitting their 6. Eerie Soul Tender doesn't quite do it. They did hit a Juniper Order. They hit a Charismatic Vanguard. So if we can hit a Lightning Strike, that should... Nope. Hits another island. We are getting flooded here, actually. So let's see. One is gonna... So since that's 6 damage, I'm not... So the question now is also, this is return from graveyard to hand, not battlefield. So the question is if our opponent will have another blocker. Yeah, we really need to start drawing more gas. Wow, we just flooded really badly here. Oh wait, how did I... Ah, shoot, I blocked wrong. I wasn't paying attention to the order. That's really bad. Now our opponent has double blockers, so... Yeah, we need more gas. What the heck? This is 8 lands already. Well, our opponent played 7, so our opponent's also kind of short on gas as well. Opponent having double extinguish and artillery blast. Ooh. And the captain's call, so we're not getting past anytime soon. We made the mistake of not sniping the protector. That there's no reason to snipe the token. I don't think we have a pump effect. Although this is interesting, we now have a way to draw cards. So we're actually going to just we're actually going to start holding back. We know we have a lightning strike. So I guess we can just keep trying to draw into that. We also have a Danita, so that's also another big... Ooh, Fire Action Missionary with the kicker, so it's some return to hand, not the worst. But once the lifelink starts kicking in, we're in real trouble. We need to start we need to start sniping our opponent. And what's this? Charismatic Vanguard. Yeah, it's fine. So can we win out of this situation? Let's see. Well, there's a start. There's a Coalition War Brute. There's a Danita. That's... So we're still taking hits from the air, but we can now shore up the ground, our ground battle. Our opponent already used 2 pieces of removal. The odds of them having a turret, I don't know, but at least we now have a blocker for their protector, so that's some good news. Opponent can still go... Well, they have another protector. We are probably going to chump anyway. Though our opponent is not spending mana here. Our opponent will need to really mass block. We would gain our life by then. So, yeah, that card was actually very valuable for the extra 2. Okay, we got the Codex. So if I play this, I can pay 2, draw a card, sack the Goblin, draw a card. No. Let's sack a land first. Okay, no, it's just Molten Tributary. So we definitely have to swing with Danita. Actually, might as well activate this now. See what if we hit it. Haughty Jin. No, but that gives us a big flyer. Opponent has to commit to a good block here. Having the first strike also helps. So the question is, yeah, the lifelink is going to be a problem. I guess we did end up splashing for the right cards. Now our opponent can easily dome us for quite a lot. That's a very weird block, unless our opponent is committing more. Okay, opponent is committing a lot more. So they're gonna commit everything. So we probably, I want to take out the Vanguard because that. Hold on, let's do a sanity check, because we could get domed out from the sky, plus all these ground forces. So I'm actually going to have to. We're gonna have to actually let them gain the 2 life. As it is, we're gonna end up actually letting them gain even more life, so that's a problem. So we can. Oh my gosh, another missionary. These are uncommon. Wow, let's see. We're gonna need the right draws to get out of this. Argivan Cavalier makes another token. Oh, we might not actually even make it. That's 10, 11, 12. Yeah, wow, that's good game. Because we did not block correctly. We goofed up on that one. That one's our fault. Ay. So used to the old way. The mana was not an issue that game. We probably do want more card draw. I think I'm going to add an 11th, 41st card here. Now I guess I could add another Flowstone Kavu to keep our curve low, but I think our curve is fine, all things considered. Furious Bellow is also something to consider. We just needed to hit. We had 2 ways of dealing direct damage. We hit neither of them. Well, I would have wanted to know if I could have hit it in time, but okay, this is not keepable. This is almost exactly the same hand. What the hell, game? Yeah, I need to adjust the mana base. Okay, we're keeping this. Need to keep the Trill, so the Codex goes to. Wow, unbelievable. And our opponent leads off with an Evolved Sleeper. And we still draw the Haunting Fig. Come on. Yeah, we're going to lose this game. We're probably going to pitch the Haunting Figment. I am so tempted to pitch the Haughty Djinn because of the mana base. But this is a big enough card. Yeah, we pitched the Haughty Djinn. We could also just pitch the Outrider, I guess. No, but we pitched the Djinn. That's the more realistic one. We probably need to rebalance the mana base as well. But then again, we probably means cutting some of the blue cards instead. Yeah, we're gonna lose to this. Come on, we're really going to lose to this one. Hey, John E. Cotieri, thank you for liking the stream. Unfortunately, and let's see. And long time no see. Very unfortunate that you're going to watch me lose to a dumb rare. And well, it also doesn't help that I It also does not help that I'm mulled down to 5, and the game refused to give me blue mana at all. We are forced to double block, although we are probably going to lose to a removal spell. Yeah, that's, well, not the worst, not the best. Like, 1 blue mana would be fine, although, yeah, we're probably gonna lose no matter what. Nope, we're just getting red mana. Sorry, guys. This is just unbearable. Could we? Is there a way to fix our? We have some duels. It would have been able to fix some of our mana situation, but no. Sometimes the game decides that you're not gonna get to play at all. So we're actually gonna cut the impulse here. So I probably also will cut 1 plains in favor of. In favor of another island. Yeah, we're kind of splitting. We're kind of splitting evenly. In fact, it's very weird. It seems like this is the correct one, but that probably means we should. But we have to make sure that we don't draw so many blue cards, and which is very awkward considering most of our early game is blue cards. Let's see if we can keep this one going. Otherwise, we're just going to have to do an. We're going to... Wait, how many wins? You had 9 wins last night playing Rakdos. 9 wins? Wait, this is most likely constructed if I'm not mistaken, because unless you play 2 different drafts. But, well, we'll see how it goes. That's just the nature of sealed pool. Sometimes you just get dunked on. And it also doesn't help that we have a pool that okay, this is much better. We are missing the second creature again. In fact, I'm starting to worry that first game was our best chance of winning and we blew it. So this is our 3rd game. Hopefully we still win something. At least the worst case scenario is we just blew all our gems and we still get 6 packs. I will probably still play Wrath. This is almost exact. So if our opponent doesn't have removal for this right away, I can hold up the Shore Up. In fact, I can do Impede Momentum Shore Up, Hold Up Shore Up, which is a feel bad because we are throwing away 2 sorceries and not going to be able to draw a card. Never mind, opponent Lightning Strikes. Party pooper. We do get a Keldon Strike team, and we will strike with this one. And depending what again, more often than not, this is just a 4-mana 4/4 flyer, which is pretty solid. I am tempted to try to play this on turn 5 so we can hold up the Shore Up, since it looks like our opponent clearly well, this is all damage-based removal. There is anti-flying tech to expect here. Let's see. Opponent kind of stalled out. Okay, might be an interesting situation. Opponent might be deciding if they want to throw another burn spell or play something on board. Or did they miss their... Nope, they did not miss their drop. In fact, they are playing 3 color. Nice rare. Do you guys think this should be a rare? Okay, so... Okay, we get to bin that. Now, being able to lock down one of these is actually quite good. It means we are free to just dump Elder Dragon War with Shore Up backup. opponent does have Rulik Mons. Oh, there's also a Talus Lookout. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them in your hand, the other into your graveyard. I don't know if our opponent has... Nope, we're going for it. Opponent might just block. No, they're not. They're going to go for the advantage. I guess it does make sense. You do create a 1/1 red goblin token to defend, and it's not tapped. Okay, they will take the hit. This one is about to untap next turn, so we probably have to play Talus Lookout as well. Splatter Goblin. Not sure. I could swing with this also just to start forcing trades, but that's kind of meaningless. We just need to keep our flyers alive. We just need this one last turn to swing. And we need to at least protect this one big flyer. Opponent knows that as well. So we're literally relying on this shore up to stick. If opponent swings with everything, I might actually just take. Now that will depend. If our opponent doesn't leave the goblin behind, I might snipe the splatter goblin. -1/-1 does not really that hurtful to us. If our opponent has a way to block probably the dragon, we can pump Talus Lookout. Opponent is already... This is a dire situation for our opponent, that's for certain. So we're... Urborg commands don't work. Urborg Lurgoyf should be mythic. Commands don't work. I'm curious what you mean by that. The Urborg Lurgoyf, I've seen some gameplay of that. It is quite strong. What are the cards that we have that eat graveyards right now? Actually, that's a good question. I'm also trying to think, is there a board wipe that... Oh, yeah. I have no idea what our opponent's doing. I just passed to them. I guess they were looking for something. Also note that this ability would just leave it on top. You're not going to draw the card anyway. It's a good way to get lands on the field. It's pretty decent as ramp, but it's not a good way to get non-land cards. We'll take it as that. Also, reference to the old... Yeah, I remember Pashalik Mons. I think that was a... Okay, opponent. We'll take it. And I don't think our opponent has anything for this, so we're going to just swing. There we go. We get there with flyers. Not bad. Hello? Yeah. Ha, Shami? Oo. Bolo gua pangking hello. Ulo. Anyway, nice to get our first win. Please give us more. I don't want to lose this way. So at least we got one win down. Let's see if we can push for a few more wins. Oh yeah, hold on. We spent 2,000 gems. I think we need to get... How much do we need to get our investment back? If we ignore the packs... Nope, you need to get 6 wins to get your gems back. So... we're a long way off from there. No guarantees, we might... But at least we get 6 packs. We opened a total of... We opened 3 packs. We're opening another... Sprouting Goblin Keldon team. Sure, this is fine. It's a shame we... Well, we probably won't be playing for the white mana. Llanowar Stalker, aka... Why are you playing that card? We probably will just end up taking damage because being able to sacrifice a... never mind. Actually, no. We probably still take the damage anyway. Yeah, because the first strike is... first strike is a deal killer here. I might just trade the strike team instead. I do want to save Sprouting Goblin for... That's fine, because unless you have another first strike creature, I am more willing to take the damage here. Would it kill? Yeah, why not? I'm very unlikely to want to sacrifice lands at this point. We do have the lands for the Talus Lookout at least. But we just need one more land and these are live. Coalition Warbrood could be decent if we forced to stop swinging with Keldon Strike Team. Not liking our opponent's colors get up in terms of having to deal with opposing removal. White has a lot of incidental... Well, their common enchantment removals double white. Yeah, we're in... This time the game decides, no, we're not gonna get a land. So we have about 14 lands left. Yeah, we're less than 50%, so not looking very good here. Opponent holding back, which is an issue. Yeah, this one's not a good swing. This one's... I guess we lead off on Coalition Warbrood. Because Keldon's strike team is not going to be striking anymore anyway. Destroy evil. Oh, if it's toughness, okay. This is... Nope, a Valorous Stance is bet... Oh, come on! And this costs 5, so... Yeah. Yep, not dropping that anytime soon. Did they forget? Did they draw? I think they drew a card off this also. Djinn of the Fountain. Okay, well, we might have to just shore up. Yep, can't cast this. resolve that. Well, I guess we are going to start sacking. Okay, so hold on. This is wait. 4 Phyresis counters. Oh, come on. Give us a bolt effect. And now we have to take the damage. Though it does mean we are now free to swing the Keldon Strike Team now. Let's cast this first. Let's give ourselves something big. Whenever a creature you control dies, so I have to offer the trade, unfortunately. Now there is a... Okay, thankfully they're only trading those. Unless they have Gaia's Might. Yeah, they had Gaia's Might. At least it doesn't load up the... And they neglected to block this, which makes sense. So, tap 2, draw a card. Yeah. At least it's not on offense where we could potentially lose. So, well... At least we're getting rid of all those. We'll draw the card end of turn. Probably gonna lose. Opponent has their own Haughty Djinn. How many in? But we only have a single instant. Not looking good for us. At least we can block, and this doesn't have crew, thankfully. Did they kick this? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they kicked it. Yeah, we are kind of destined to lose this one. I probably would not even bother swinging with Molten Monstrosity until we can draw the right cards. That's not the right card. That is one of the right cards. Though we do need an aerial blocker now. As soon as this becomes a 5/5 flyer, we don't really stand a chance. Yeah, sometimes those are just the breaks. How long have we been playing? Not even for an hour. It's a do-nothing card for the most part, but looking at our opponent's board, it's going to do something eventually. Also, it just costs 2 to play. It's perfect. For limited, this is perfectly fine. Yeah, show off your rares.
All flesh.
And the distribute counters, so now I can't block these flyers anymore. Unfortunately, this is how we lose. We lose to... Well, it's actually a... It is what I do say, that is generally why you never play... You try to avoid playing sealed more than once. It's literally... for lack of a better term, it is a crapshoot. If you run into someone with more rares, you are just going to have a bad time. Do we have a way of catching up? Not really, because I'm already going to have to. Also, our opponent being able to. 1, 2, 3. Being able to hit all of their... Well, they didn't hit all of their instants, but they did hit a good number of them. We're not going to be able to swing back at all anymore. Yeah, this one doesn't really mean much. So... sack that. Yeah, between missing lands and... Well... That should buy us a little bit of time. There's a beachfront which might give us some hope. But also note we played 2 Talus Lookouts. Both of them just gave us lands. Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. At least we are able to. Wait, there is a shore up. Opponent might be deciding. That will buy us some time. We will need to do a lot of blocking, which is a problem. We're guaranteed to take 4. We just need to make sure that we can take out everything else on the ground. Unfortunately, by taking out all those cards, we're also going to make the Weatherlight Completed active. So we might not win at... It's like, even if I play Danita, it's still really bad. I need to play the Fire Nado on this. And if our opponent has another Gaia's Might... Oh no, they can pump this man. They can just pump it manually. It's a bummer, but... You have to get out of the way. Unfortunately, I am going to be forced to cast this one. I had to sacrifice lands just to draw into stuff, which is even worse. I guess I could have pitched the strike team. To be fair, we... 1, 2, 3, 4... We were only playing 3 of our rares if I'm... No, we were playing 4 of our rares also, so I get... So it's just that our opponent's rares are more impactful. Yeah, you're right. This was to do nothing, but only because the board state was gonna kill us anyway. Unfortunately, Danita is not gonna be our hope. Raph, probably not gonna be either. Yeah, this one was just really busted. We'll play it out a little bit, considering we got some people just have all the luck. Yeah. Actually, the problem is not that some people just have all the luck. It's that I just have none of it. Wait, it goes on top. Okay, that's fine. Then you may reveal a land card so they don't get the Gaia's Might anymore. Not that it matters much. We can't... Like, this one can pump until we die. We forced to block this one. That's 1, 2, 3... Oh, we survived for 1 more turn. Yeah, that's a forced block. Unfortunately, our opponent... Should I still be sacking? Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna sack, but in the hopes that we hit our Lightning Strike or one of our other spells. But we're probably gonna lose to the Weatherlight Completed anyway. Hey, Martu Silhohua, thank you for liking the stream. It's just unfortunate that you're watching the tail end of my demise. Yeah, we didn't get what we needed. Opponent can just dump a bunch of +1/+1 counters here. Yeah, this being distribute is really kind of... Let's see if our opponent decides to... No, they're not distributing.
We have allies.
So we're not dead yet. we will be soon. Also, let's see, because 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're trading, unfortunately. Yeah, this having a pump effect really, well, it blows. Just, but at least we gain some life back. So, Trill will pitch this. But yeah, that's the end. Let's see, 2. This becomes 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. This becomes a 6/6. So yeah, we can concede this one at this point now. Opponent did not need to distribute those counters because they didn't have to. Well, that's it for sealed. We kind of bummed out there. We did have another option to play black, but outside of the 2 removal spells, it didn't look very great. So yeah, we just happened to hit a very sad. Okay, so we opened 6 packs. We're getting another 3. We're getting consolation gems. Not the best in the world. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Press F. It really didn't turn out that well for us today. But sometimes, well, that's my second Raven, man. Yeah, we did not hit a lot of the good commons and uncommons. That's just unfortunate for us. Also didn't help that we kind of punted that first game as well. I think things would have been better if we had a better shot. But oh well, that's going to be it for this episode. Yeah, many thanks to all those who tuned in. Jericho Ilagan, Santi Rodriguez, John E. Cotieri, Martu Silhoha. I am willing to do all this just for you guys. Yeah, I wish you guys have much better luck than I do. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this show. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.